ignore my fingernails. I don't know if you can see them in frame. Like excess dye, whenever I like itch my hair or itch my head or whatever, the dye gets in between my fingernails. So I promise I'm not dirty, I swear. So you probably are thinking like, hey, first of all, Savannah, your hair is blue and purple. Yes, it was a really spur of the moment type thing. Like my dream was always to have blue hair. So I told my hairdresser, I'm like, I want blue hair. And she's like, and I'm like, but I also want to do purple again. She's like, well, why do you have to pick one when we can do both? And I was like, okay, girl, like I'm on the same wavelength as you. I just feel like a lot has happened since I've last been on YouTube. The last video I uploaded was my Wattpad recommendations, and I actually filmed that before my trip to California. So it's been quite a while because I was there for a week, came back, got my hair done, and now here we are. So I feel like it's been like a hot minute since I've talked to you guys. I miss you. So I just wanted to do a quick little update in my intro, even though I hate long intros and everyone knows this, like, and I hate watching long intros too. But I thought I would just address the obvious in the room. And then also, can we just talk about Harry's premiere for Dunkirk? I'm not ready for this. Like, I haven't been on Twitter all day because I've been at work, so I haven't seen anything, but I am so triggered about it. Like, I'm so ready. Like, but I'm not ready at the same time. Do you feel me? Hey, what's up you guys? It's Savannah. Welcome back to my channel. I missed you all. How have you been? Today we're doing a storytime video, and this one's actually probably the craziest story you're gonna see on my channel. And just a disclaimer, I feel like some people think that different storytime YouTubers make up their stories, or they dramatize their stories. What I'm about to tell you is not dramatized in the least. Like, this is all real. This all actually happened. I'm not over exaggerating. This all happened, and it's literally crazy, okay? So I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm not one of those bitches that like makes up stories, because who has time for that? Like, I think we should just get straight into the story time, so let's go. Alright, so precursor. If you didn't know, I lived in Iowa, and I lived there, we moved there beginning of 5th grade, I think. So, and then we left when I was about to go into high school, which was 8th grade. So 8th grade there was in high school. Actually, no, it wasn't. But my parents didn't want me going to high school in this little town because it's not a good high school, okay? Like, the stuff that happens in this high school is not good. We decided to move before I ever got to high school or even close to high school in that town. So, yeah, we lived there for a fair amount of time. I made friends with this girl. I'm gonna call her Annie because I don't know if she watches my videos, if she wants her name out there or anything. So I'm just gonna call her Annie. And Annie was my best friend. Like, literally my best friend. We did everything together. I'm pretty sure I did a story, like a mini story time with her, because we have so many different stories that are like crazy and funny, and it's like we did everything together. Every day after school she'd come over to my house. On the weekends we hung out. Literally, we did everything together. We would probably even shit together, okay? That's just how we were. It was like, I was in middle school. I think I was either in 6th grade or 7th grade. I don't remember, but it was one of those 2 grades I was in. And she's a grade below me, I'm pretty sure. So that's just like the basic. Oh, and also I was really, really good friends with her sister, who was older than me. I'm just gonna call her Sally, okay? I was really good friends with Sally too, which she's gonna come into play in this whole story as well. So, let's get started with the actual story. So, Annie has a bigger family. She's got an older brother, who I'm gonna call Jerry because he's in the story as well. Jerry, Sally, Annie herself, and then 2 younger brothers, which I'm gonna call Stan and I don't know. The other one isn't really involved. The youngest one isn't involved, so I'm not gonna give him a name, but that's like her family. And Annie texts me up and she's like, hey, were having a going away party for one of Jerry's friends. I don't remember if he was going to where he was going. I didn't know if he was moving or whatever. I just knew that we were having a farewell party for him, and she's like, you should come, like everyone else is bringing like people, like I want you to come so we can hang out. So I was like, okay, cool. And she's like, oh, also bring your brother. So I was like, okay, because he was gonna hang out with Stan, her second to youngest brother. So they were all gonna hang out and be whatever, and then me, Annie, and then Sally were all gonna hang out, and then there was like, I think a few other people, like her cousins were at this party or whatever. So I'd say overall there was like 10 to about 15 people at this party, if that. I'd say it was more on the 10 side. So we go over and we're hanging out, having a good time, whatever, like having this little farewell party for one of Jerry's friends who I also knew too. And I don't remember who decides that they want to do this, but someone was like, hey, like it's getting darker, we should go doorbell ditching. So we go and ask Annie's mom, and Annie's mom's like, no, like you guys can't go. And we were like, oh, like please, like we really wanted to go doorbell ditching. And finally someone had convinced her, but her only stipulation was that we had to stay together. We could not like split apart and go separately. We all had to stay in one group. So we're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Like we'll stay together, whatever. So we're just doorbell ditching. We're going to different neighborhoods and everything is fine. Well, Annie decides that she really wants to doorbell ditch really bad. Like she wants to go up and ring the doorbell and stuff. So her brother is like, okay, like I'll teach you how. And so she's like, yeah, teach me how. So they go up to this door. Mind you, we're in a huge group. And so and my brother, he's literally in, I want to say like fourth or third, like I don't know what grade he was in. I think he was in like third grade, second or third grade. So he's like young. Okay, and he's doing this with us.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
So she goes up, and with she goes up with her brother, Jerry, and I'm sitting back with Sally, my brother, and like the rest of the group. We're all just like chilling. All of a sudden, so do you know on some houses there's a glass door in front of the actual door? I don't know why they have those, but it's like a glass screen door, and then there's like the wood door right behind it. It was like that. All of a sudden, we're just all like waiting. I didn't see it because I think I was like behind a bush or something. All of a sudden, I hear a knock and a shatter. Like the glass door, Jerry had shattered the glass door. He knocked so hard. Everyone starts like looking at each other like, what happened? And all of a sudden, Jerry's like, run. Like he tells everyone to run. I heard everyone hears it, and they start booking it. Like we don't even care what direction we're going in. We hear a cock of a gun, like someone like cocking their gun. And all of a sudden when we hear it, I almost like freeze a little bit, but then I'm like, I don't want to get shot. And I can see him. Like I can see the guy with the gun, like kind of in the bushes. Like you can see kind of through the bushes. And I don't even remember what he said because I was freaking out. He's like, you guys better get out of here. And he has this gun like pointed and stuff. I start running and everyone starts like scattering everywhere. Like no one really knows where they're going because we're all freaking out. This guy has a gun. We broke his door, his freaking glass front door. So we're just running. I didn't know where my brother was. I didn't know where anyone was. I just took off running. So we all, some of us that had scattered, we finally meet up and we see that we're like missing 2 people from the group. We're like, what, where are they? Like, are they okay? Like we cannot find them. So we're like, well, maybe they had gone home. So let's just go home. Like maybe we'll find them. And if not, we can go in our cars and see if we can find where they are. So we're all freaking out. We were the definition of shook okay? This was so scary. So we walk back to Annie's house and we see the two people we were looking for. We see them sitting on the couch, and Annie's mom is like literally as we walk in, you can just see her at, like, in the living room talking with the other two. She is so mad, although she wasn't as mad as I thought she would be, but she was so upset. She's like, that was the only thing I told you guys what not to do. I can't believe you broke the door, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is a mess, basically. So this is the worst a doorbell ditching session can get, honestly, like you breaking someone's door. When does that ever happen? So she's just like, okay, well, we're just not gonna say anything. And everyone was like sworn to secrecy. They're like, whatever happens in this night stays, like no one can know that this happened to us and all this. So everyone was like so tightly. I didn't tell anyone. I'm pretty sure this was like the first time. My parents obviously knew because our families were so close, and so obviously my mom knew and stuff. Although my mom didn't get like mad at me. Like I thought for sure she'd like be upset. My parents were kind of indifferent. They didn't really care because I don't know. Everyone was like sworn to secrecy. Like we weren't gonna tell anyone. We weren't gonna go back to that neighborhood or that house. Everything was just supposed to be hush hush. Well, like I'd want to say like a week or two later. Oh, also, I don't know if I said this before. This is a really, really small town. It's by the Mississippi River. It is so small. Everyone knows everyone type thing. Well, all of a sudden, like I don't know if she texted me or whatever, or who told me that this was happening. But I think someone had texted me and they're like, hey, like someone from like the party. I don't know if it was her sister or Annie herself, but she was like, hey, like we're in the newspaper. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, we literally, so there was an article about how this man's door was broken, and it was about us. Obviously, like the cops didn't ever catch us or knew who did it, but literally was in the town newspaper.
It's time to stop!
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom.
We were in the town newspaper. We never really told anyone, like we never got in trouble. I don't know if the cops were after us. I don't really know because we were all really, really quiet about the whole situation because we didn't want anyone to know, obviously, that was us. But yeah, moral of the story, if they have a glass door in front of their regular door, take the easy way, even though it may take a little longer. Open up the glass door and knock on the wood door, because you don't want to break the glass door, okay? And then almost get shot up in the neighborhood because this town is shady as fuck. I don't really have a moral of the story, just don't be dumb. Like, we're literally retarded, it's fine. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Don't be dumb like me and my friends. If you want more stories from me living in that town / hanging out with Annie, we have so many stories together that you'll probably giggle at. Like we had so much fun together. So if you want to hear some of our crazy, me and Annie's favorite like crazy stories, then you can leave it in a comment below or like this video letting me know that you want more story times in my life. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Okay, so let's just get straight into the video. Did I even introduce myself? Hey, what's up, you guys?